Hey there, YouTubers. Luis from On-Site Towing and Recovery in Middletown, New York. I hope everybody's doing well. I hope everybody's safe and out there making money, because that is the goal of running a business, is to be able to profit. So, I do a lot of videos on business advice. I do a lot of videos for employees too, and employee tips and whatnot. And so everybody gets some kind of advice from me. But today I wanted to do a video on customer reviews, whether they're positive or negative, and the importance of these reviews. And the reason why I'm doing this video is this week, a company not too far away from me was under fire on social media due to a customer putting up a post that got shared repeatedly and ended up spreading like wildfire. And the issue was the charges that this customer faced for a winch out off of one of our local highways here. I won't comment on the charges just because, he's free to charge whatever he wants to charge, and I wasn't there to speak on his behalf on why he charged that. Who knows? Maybe it was a complicated winch out. I don't know for sure. So this man put a post up on his Facebook with a whole spiel about what happened. He put a picture of the credit card receipt, and he put a picture of his Honda Civic in the middle of the median of the highway. And by the time I saw it, it was late afternoon. It already had about 500 posts on it, 500 comments. It had been shared about 875 times by then. And I was like, wow. So I'm there reading it. I'm reading the comments. And of course, a lot of the comments are just people who know nothing about our industry. Then you got a lot of people saying, oh, that's why you should have AAA. You should be using Road of America. It would have been a lot cheaper. Oh, tow companies suck. And, every possible comment under the sun from every walk of life was there. So I'm there reading, I'm reading, and I'm saying to myself, not once did this business owner say anything to defend himself. And, as a business owner, you should always defend yourself. Whether you're in the wrong, whether you're in the right, you should always say something. Take a page out of the book of celebrities and politicians. And it seems like lately, celebrities and politicians have all been coming up under fire due to some kind of sexual harassment complaint that happened 20, 30 years ago. But the first thing that they do is they address the public, whether it's with a press conference or some kind of press release. They always address the public. And, even if they're in the wrong, even if they're in the right, you gotta, when these negative situations come on, you need to get on damage control and try to rectify and defend your name and reputation. Even if you're negative, even if you're Bill Cosby, and I damn well know that guy's, guilty, but you still need to defend yourself. So the internet is a great tool. It's a powerful tool. But the problem is that people can leave reviews whether they utilize your service or your business or not. They can leave a positive review. They can leave a negative review. I've had people leave me reviews because I couldn't get to them within a couple of hours. And it's like, are you kidding me? What do you want me to do? And that's the problem. It can be a great tool for your business, or it can hurt your business. And especially if you're a tow company and do a lot of impounds, you're gonna get negative reviews. And one thing that I can suggest is that anytime you get a review, whether it's negative or positive, you need to reply to it. If you get a positive review, reply back saying, thank you for using our services. Keep us in mind in the future. If you get a negative review, respond to it as well. But you have to tread lightly on dealing with the negative reviews. A lot of times, the people are in the wrong. If you impounded somebody that was parked illegally, you can't right off the bat say, well, if you weren't so stupid and read the damn sign, your car wouldn't have been impounded. You can't really address it that way. You got to address it a little bit more professionally, and you kind of got to sugarcoat it and say something along the lines like, we appreciate your review. Sorry for what happened, but it's part of our job, yada, yada, yada. You can say whatever you want, but just don't come off as a douchebag, And I noticed that with a lot of companies that answer their reviews, they come off as hotheads, immediately berating the person that left a review. And the problem with that is when you got prospective customers that are looking into businesses to use, they're going to be reading these reviews. And the first thing they're going to do is they're going to go to the negative reviews. And if they see that you're replying rudely and berating somebody, you're probably not going to get that customer. So even if it's a negative review and you're in the right and the customer's in the wrong, refrain yourself from going off the handle. And if you're an individual that goes from 0 to 60 just like that, I suggest leaving that kind of stuff for your receptionist, your significant other, because it can be detrimental to your business. After that, I went and I started looking at some of the local tow companies, and it was so common of them to be berating these customers, and it's a small community, it's a small world, So always go on damage control. I guess all said and done, the company ended up refunding this individual his money in full, which at the end of the day, he's still not out of the clear. This post was shared 1,500 times, probably 1,500, 2,000 times by now. Shared, Social media is very powerful. And it's all local people that chimed in on this, a lot of mutual friends of mine, and it's bad. So if you're ever in this situation, respond, defend yourself, but sit down and think about how you're going to address yourself and how you're going to respond to this without making yourself look like an evil villain. Because at the end of the day, your reviews is what's going to attract people. Even if all you do is impounds, and if you're doing impounds, negative reviews are definitely coming your way. But respond. You look better when you respond, and you respond professionally. So it's pretty much all I got on this topic. So we're going to be closing on this video, but I also want to mention that I am going to be doing some kind of contest. I don't know how we're going to do this yet. I'm sitting up with my web designer and my website guy, and we're going to be contesting off an 8-point tie-down system from BearMotion.com. So stay tuned for that in the next couple weeks. And pretty much that's all I got. Hit like and subscribe. Slow down, move over. And if anybody's got any questions, feel free to reach out to me. I've had several people reach out to me in the last week. I really appreciate it. I like giving advice to people and helping other companies that are starting up. And that's all I got for you. And once again, this is Luis from On-Site Towing and Recovery in Middletown, New York. Take it easy.